But yeah, so I started this podcast like a year ago, just a year and a half ago. Oh my God, time flies. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's basketball. It's movies. We talk about movies while playing basketball. And yeah, I'm just waiting for Jake, one of my old buddies. Oh, hey, Jake.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm good. Have you met my girlfriend, Rachel?
Nice.
I'm a vampire.
Oh. Okay.
And now, the Moving Screen Podcast with your host, standing in his 5'8" from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, Richie.
Welcome to Moving Screen. This is a movie podcast where we play basketball and talk about a movie. Or it's a basketball podcast. My name is Richie Owens. I'm the host. This is season 6 of the show. Nic Cage movies.
Yes.
As I've been saying, someone let me out of my cage. And that's what that means.
That's what that means.
And I've already made one. I'm feeling good.
Great. Probably should have shot a basketball sometime in the last 15 years.
I haven't played in a little bit, so I do feel like I have to shake off some rust.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, this is an audio podcast, but there's also a video component. We're wearing GoPros on our heads. If you're listening and want to watch it, patreon.com/movingscreen, $5 a month. We'll get you every episode that's ever existed, past, present, and future. And I'm here with my guest. Weird to say, one of my oldest friends, it feels like.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, 37.
Yes. Yeah, you're the oldest guy I've ever met. My friend Jake Mott.
Hello today.
Hello today and every other day.
And every other day. Yeah, it is weird how long we've actually known each other.
I still feel, I'm like, oh, my new friend from college.
My new friend from college. College that I graduated from at...
And I, literally just thinking, I still think the same about, my high school friends. Like, we didn't go to grade school, so we've only known each other.
We've only known each other 10 years max. Because what is time, anyways? I made one.
You made it, and that's what's the most important thing in basketball.
The most important thing.
People will tell you it's defense, but I say it's making baskets. Jake, what's your athletic background? You gotta tell me about it.
Yeah.
I also think you might be the first guest of the show in 60 episodes who's ever listened to an episode.
Not only listened to, but demanded this opportunity to be on this show.
You did demand, and I gave in. I kept saying no.
I just, it's all about persistence.
Yep.
My athletic background, I played soccer for probably 12 years, I would say. In just Gibson City community soccer.
Gibson City, rise up.
Oh, yeah. Last night, of course, they hosted Buck, Cherry, and Saliva for free.
For free?
For free. And I'm 95% sure my parents went to that.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's sick. I played basketball for about 4 games in 6th grade.
Nice.
Got kicked off the team for lying about doing my homework. Then I had to apologize to my coach and my teachers. And I got to do 1 more game.
And then they kicked you off again.
And then I just sort of stopped going.
Yeah.
And then
they were like, all right, it's time to practice. Did you do your homework?
Well, I had an eligibility issue, because
bad boy.
Starting in about the 3rd grade, when I had just a horrible teacher that really broke my spirit. I didn't really care that much about homework anymore, believe it or not.
I believe it. I feel correct me if I'm wrong, because you went to Parkland Community College.
I did go to Parkland Community College.
And your teacher asked you to write a paper on Dave Matthews Band, and
Yeah.
you just walked out.
I walked out of school.
Dropped out.
I stopped going to school that day.
That was the end?
That was the end. That was it. Usually it's a time where people get into Dave Matthews' college, but for me it was like
You said, nope.
No, man, I'm not writing a 15-page paper about their cover of Cortez the Killer.
I would love for you to write that now.
But then I'd have to listen to that song. Like,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
At least
After
you could
what he
tear it
did to
apart.
this community,
Yeah, we are at right by the river. Dave, if you're listening, come on the show.
come on, Dave. It's time.
Come on the
Comeuppance.
show. Atone. Atone for your shit.
Your
Literal-
sins.
Your literal shit.
Your actual sins. And also in 6th grade, I went out for the track team. Almost got beheaded by a discus from an 8th grader. Had like bruises across my palms from stopping it.
Whoa.
And everyone was just like, dude, you don't try to catch those. I was like, I wasn't.
I was trying to stop it from hitting my
I was trying to
head,
not die.
where I keep my brain.
And then about 4 weeks into that venture, I quit that team. And I started really just focusing on music. So
Nice.
that's how we got to here.
To here to now.
Yeah. Although if you do look at somehow come across my freshman year yearbook photo, I am definitely wearing my Falcons football jersey because I was the equipment manager for 3 weeks
Yeah.
until the first home game where I finally got to drive the golf cart, and then all my dreams had come true. So I quit doing that as well.
So you quit. You didn't want to drive the golf cart a second or third
No,
time.
no, man. I got to
You
do it
just
the
wanted to
one
get it
time.
done.
I was like, I could probably drive in the future, and that's how I got here today. So, without my
It's true. You were still are the resident drummer in Champaign-Urbana.
one of like 2 or 3 of us, yeah.
And yeah, we met through the beautiful DIY scene in wonderful Champaign-Urbana, Illinois.
Yes, indeed. It's where I still live. It's where I have a mortgage and family.
Family. And I have a Patreon with 8 subscribers.
Baby.
And a jump shot that just won't quit.
Seriously, I'm about to get just destroyed today. But that's okay.
No, you never know.
I just keep coming back to the same spots and making one. I think I'm 1 for 9 right.
That's my move. I have my one spot that I really hit, and I try to be conscious.
You get in your
of it.
DeMar bag, you get
Yeah.
in mid-range, and
Yeah, I'm like the Sacramento Kings player, DeMar DeRozan.
yes. Isn't that a bummer?
I'm actually excited, and I think the Bulls are going to be good this year.
Which is kind of a shame
yeah, because
we could really utilize a Cooper Flag in a couple of years.
Yeah,
But
it's fine.
it's okay.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
maybe
we'll
they'll
see.
Maybe they'll be bad enough.
And just like it's really an interesting and weird thing about the whole Josh Giddey situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Without getting into it.
I see. I'm not a big fan of his game, but I love his personal life.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant by that. It's like, not the best at basketball, damn it.
But the best at life, we'll say that.
One of the best people at life, probably.
Mother Teresa, Josh Giddey.
2 people famous for not being shitty at all. I said it.
Oh, fuck. All right, you want to play a game?
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm
Made
gonna
it.
start making them.
Yeah, that's where the hustle begins.
Yes.
We're gonna play to 10 threes or twos, twos or ones, make it, take it. That's it. We're gonna talk about a movie.
Yeah.
Vampire's Kiss from
1988.
1989. I got 89 written on my arm.
I got 88 according to that Internet Movie Database.
Maybe it's 88 and I wrote it down. A spry 20. Ooh,
okay.
Nothing. A spry 25-year-old Nicolas Cage.
I was trying. I meant to look up how. I don't know why I'm checking it every time, but
No, you check after.
okay.
Baskets.
I meant to look up how old he was because I was really curious.
He doesn't look 25.
No, he looks like shit for 25, but
Because he looks so good in Moonstruck, which is like the movie before this.
right.
No. And
A movie, admittedly, I've never seen, but
you gotta see
I'll
it.
see it eventually.
I like, yeah, a friend was like, we should do either Moonstruck or Con Air, which one? And I was like, well, Moonstruck is arguably like a top 4 movie for
It's
me.
actually a good movie.
But Con Air will be so much more fun to talk about.
well, yes.
1-to-1. But yeah, well, I will say I was watching this movie.
Had you seen it before?
No, yes, one time. I'll check it again. Yeah, I saw it one time. It might have been on an Amtrak train from Chicago to Seattle. Or
Okay.
Because I definitely watched Valley Girl on that train. I feel like I watched Vampire's Kiss on the train too.
Okay, just a little Nick Fest on the way.
Yeah, a little Nick Fest on the Wi-Fi-less Amtrak, which is usually a sponsor, but not today.
Not today. Now we're sponsored by Always Running Water Fountain.
It never stops. It's not wasteful.
It's not at all wasteful.
Yeah, I'd seen it once before, and I had known. I don't know if you knew this from a 2018 interview. Mr. Nicolas Cage himself said this is his favorite performance he's ever done.
Yes, which is, I believe I read it as, someone referred to it as scorched earth performance.
Yes.
Which, yeah, okay.
It literally is. He's
He's
so unhinged in this movie.
when he jumps on the desk after he's looking for Alva. There you are.
I was reading a
I
book.
picked it up. Oh no.
I was reading a book recently about directing plays. That is my current stage in life.
Yes.
And one of the things that stuck out to me that I really remember from the book is the person saying, acting isn't about how well you can do something difficult, but about how
Difficult you
how
can make
difficult
something
you can make something
appear, maybe.
like that's boring or otherwise normal.
Yeah.
Because like it is, because the script probably just says like he walks up and says like, "Where's Alva?"
Right.
There you are.
There you
And
are.
he's like, "How do I add my twist to it?" 2-1.
2-1. Been a while since we had scored.
He goes off.
He bathes in the river of ham.
And he comes out smelling like roses.
Just roses.
Derek Roses.
Derek Roses.
Basketball. Yeah, this movie. I was watching this movie and I thought, well, because there's one point where he's in a diner, and I was like, that's the diner from After Hours, and I thought, oh, you know, it'd be a really good double feature of this movie is After Hours.
Yeah.
3-1.
And then
You
looked into it.
I read a little bit about it. The what's it called? The
Screenwriter.
Ringer did like a little article about like an oral history of Vampire's Kiss, which I read. It's good. Check it out.
I'll go left.
Find out that the writer of this movie, Joseph Minion, whose name I wrote down because his last name
Bidoo.
was Minion. Yeah, famous Bidoo man, Joseph Minion, wrote this and After Hours.
And then pretty much wasn't allowed to write much after this one.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It feels like Nic Cage really kind of ruined a bunch of other people's careers.
Yeah, a little bit.
But, like, weirdly helped himself. Like, he wasn't trying to do anything. He was just he gives a great performance. He makes this movie that otherwise would have been nothing.
Yes.
It would have been forgettable if it wasn't. Because, like, originally they talked to, like, Judd Nelson, or, like, maybe Dennis Quaid.
Could you imagine? And they they wouldn't have decided to do the weird accent.
No.
Which is incomprehensible. I don't.
He said he took it from his dad, who like started speaking in a voice to like distinguish himself more differently from other people.
Yeah, like a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like,
4-3.
Or.
Yeah, he does like a faux English transcontinental accent.
Yes. Not consistently.
Not consistently, but that also is kind of the point.
Right.
Because he has a more pronounced accent at work. He's a literary agent.
Yes.
He's a literary agent, and that's where when he's at work, his accent is thicker than when he's not.
Yes.
Like 5-3. But yeah, he. I was also thinking watching this like, oh, could you imagine if he played this like Christian Bale American Psycho, which I think is like, 6-3.
Yes, indeed. Just gonna start living in Steph country. I'm gonna be Caitlin Clarking it up here soon. No, not you.
If you want me to. Yeah, but he could have played this like any other actor could have.
Yeah.
And he doesn't, because he's not every other actor.
He plays
he's a
it
genius.
Just like, just as unhinged can be. And I forget who directed it.
Robert Bierman.
Yeah, the beer man. We're just like, okay, do literally whatever. We'll just say cut evenally. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, everything I've read has suggested that. Thought that was going over
so
the
did
fence. Everything I've read seems like they were on the same page.
Yeah.
Like they were like Robert Bierman was like, "Yep, this is the exact right performance we want." And it's it works. I mean, I think it's the only reason we're talking about this movie.
Yeah.
Anybody would be talking about this movie still.
This movie really came to life for me in YouTube highlight reels.
Yes.
I was like, well, what is this?
This sort of started the Nic Cage is a meme movement.
Yes.
Of which I despise, but you know, it's all weird. When was the first time you saw this movie in its entirety?
It probably would have been in like, I was living at the apartment, the apartment, with like Aaron and
Ivan.
And Ivan and Darren eventually.
Uh-huh.
And John at one point in time.
And
so it would have been around then. And then, dang it. So gosh, when was that? That would have been like 2012 probably? 2013?
Probably 2013, 14.
Yeah, somewhere like that.
Yeah, we all graduated in 2013.
Okay. And I'd gone through my divorce.
Yes.
So then I was living with friends again, which was lovely.
And now I live with half of the people you
Yeah,
just
most of those same people. So I would have seen it then for the first time. 2013.
2013. My mic just came unplugged. We're back. You couldn't tell if I didn't say it.
Correct. And then it's a movie I've seen probably too many times for how not good it is.
Oh, okay.
I've probably seen it 4 or 5 times. I had it just like on my PlayStation 3.
Oh.
It was like, I downloaded it, put it on there.
Like bought from the PlayStation Store?
Nope. Just downloaded it, put it on a flash drive.
6-4.
With Cannibal the Musical and like the first 7 Fast and Furious movies. That was
That's
it.
all you need.
That was go for it.
Distinguished taste.
Oh goddamn. Ah. So I've seen it. I've definitely seen this movie more than I've seen Godfather. I've definitely seen
Me
this
too.
because I've never seen it.
I've only seen The Godfather once.
I've seen this movie more than.
And let me say, from what I remember of The Godfather, I definitely have to give it another try. But I'm like, I'd rather watch Vampires Kiss again.
Honestly, it's shorter.
Shorter?
Not much shorter.
I guess I don't really care about length, but like.
Well, so I have a 5-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
So movies need to be brief if I'm watching them at home at night.
Yes, that makes sense.
Because she refuses to sleep if she thinks that mom and dad are having remotely a good time.
FOMO.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. I don't blame her because who wants to miss out on stuff? But so, whew.
Did it not make
No.
it over? So close.
Hit. That
You're
one
welcome.
made it.
That one made it. Helping tennis players, challenger style.
Tag in. All right. So this movie is like an hour 45, hour 40.
It's a
Took
tight
me
movie.
about 3.5 hours to watch last night, which not great. Oh God.
Oh no! Don't get hit by a car. This is one of the most dangerous games we've ever played. Ball has gone over the fence. You can hear the creaking of the loudest.
About as good as that could have gone. But yeah, that took me way too long to watch. It's like falling asleep. Because I'm an old man.
Mm-hmm. I almost took a nap during this movie too, but
part of me was like, do I just put it on my phone and just listen to it for the drive up today? I was like, no, that might be the ccraziest thing to happen in this whole episode, and we're talking about
8-4. Yeah, and we got, of course, the loudest creaking swing going on now, which is, I remember the reason I did not record more than one episode at this park.
Oh, come on.
Regardless, yeah, I mean, so much of this performance too is in the eyes.
Yes.
It made the you don't say meme.
Yes, truly.
But you look it up, that's Nicolas Cage's face. I didn't realize that till a long time.
Didn't realize that was Nicolas Cage?
Did not.
Okay. Is that 5?
8-5.
All right.
But yeah, basically the movie 8-7?
Yeah. 8-7. 7-8.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, this movie starts with...
Oh! Dang it.
So close. The movie starts with Nicolas Cage and a woman is played by Cassie Lemons.
Dr. No.
Oh, I guess it starts with a therapist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts in a therapist and he's talking about not being satisfied with his love life.
There's one night stands.
Took someone home who he always wanted to be with and then just didn't care about her.
Kicked her out the next morning.
He goes out and that's where he meets Cassie Lemons, director of the film Eve's Bayou.
Yeah, and Harriet.
Harriet the Spy?
No, like the
9 to 7.
the Harriet Tubman movie
Oh,
that came out.
is she
like,
not a spy in that movie?
well, she might be. I mean, she hangs out.
Neither of us saw Harriet?
No.
Weird.
I
Wonder
know.
why that
It's
is.
odd. I feel like maybe. I just didn't want to see that movie.
Yeah. No, it truly did. I hate biopics, even though I did a full season on them. And
Yeah, I mean. Oh, nope. I could have saved it.
But yeah, he meets a girl and they are about to hook up, and then a bat is in his apartment,
Just fully loose.
and it looks like a fake bat.
It
'cause
sure
it
does.
is, which was one of the things that Nic Cage is mad about. That's
There's
game.
10. That's game.
That's game. Good game.
GG. GG.
Um,
Lucky I didn't have time to spit on my palm.
One time, me and my friend went to go arm wrestle, and I went to go lick my palm right before we wrestled to freak him out. But he already put his hand there, so I just licked the back of his palm. And he was like, "Why'd you do that?"
I needed to.
I was like, "To psych you out, man." All right, we're gonna play horse now. Instead of horse, I think we gotta play kiss.
Yeah, with 3 S's.
Now we'll just do normal 2S.
Okay, fine.
And yeah, you can do whatever sort of crazy, fucked up thing you want to do.
I'll try.
Think of horse as sort of like Viva la Bam. What are you gonna do next? Whoever the fuck Bam wants, and I'm gonna do a free throw.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Not again.
but yeah, the bat's in the apartment. Nic Cage hated that it wasn't a real bat until the director was like, "Nick, if you got a real bat and it bit you, you would die." So do you want to die? And Nic Cage was like, "No, I guess not."
Well, I guess I'm only 25.
Okay.
Hey.
But yeah, he runs away from the apartment seemingly unscathed,
Yep. Yeah.
and he shows up to work the next day. His assistant Alva,
Maria Conchito Alonso.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah. Say her name again.
Maria Conchita Alonso. Great name.
It is. Grandma. Not
Okay.
her, my type of shot. But she noticed that he's not wearing socks, and I think infers that means he spent the night somewhere other than his house.
Yes. Well, because then when he gets back to his apartment, his brownstone, he finds his sock from the night before. And I don't know what kind of clue setting that is.
No, me either. But yeah,
here
he
we
sort
go.
of convinces. I guess he kind of thinks that it was. He gets paranoid about this bat in his house. He goes to a bar for reasons unbeknownst to me, has John Michael Higgins.
Yes.
And David
Hyde
Pierce.
And
His brother.
Coppola. And Ben Stiller's older sister.
Oh, really?
She's the one talking to David Hyde Pierce.
Oh, that's funny.
I think her name might be Anne.
I think her name is Benjamina.
Well, no.
Benjamina Stiller.
Benjamina Stiller.
Benjamin Stiller and Benjamina Stiller.
She would have been named first. He's named after his older
named after
sister.
his sister.
I got you. Yeah, they really liked that sister.
Yeah, he had funny parents. So.
Yeah, they were very funny.
Yeah, he takes a girl. Her name is Rachel home. That's why I said the name Rachel earlier. Don't read into that.
Jennifer Beals.
What?
Played by Jennifer Beals.
Yes. And they go home and they start necking, and he gets bit by her.
Yes.
And
I'm gonna do Granny 3.
do it.
Try to. Nope. Oh my God. Oh no! Richie, clearly
Saved
faster
it.
than I am. Clearly. from the fence.
So close. I tried it from far away against the fence, and my shoe came off.
Your shoe came off. Glad that I don't have to repeat that.
Nope.
I don't think I could make my shoe just fall off. Even though it definitely has dog damage.
Dog damage.
Yes. Because my dog's a little hellion.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, he gets bit by this Rachel woman who we see her have fangs.
Yes.
But the next morning he's making her breakfast in bed and talking to her, but we don't see anybody there.
She's not there.
Hence the opening to the show, which probably doesn't make any sense if you're only listening. K to K.
All right.
But yeah, then he starts to freak out.
Well, no, I don't want to have to chase the ball again. Not towards the street, at least.
Yeah. That is. We are in a dangerous predicament. We could always move to shooting on the other side, but then we risk running into the tennis courts.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he starts acting. He already was acting strange, but now he starts acting crazy.
Yes.
Also, something I noticed that IMDb trivia did not notice.
Yes.
Which maybe I should put it on there. Framed behind his desk is a photograph of author Franz Kafka, writer of The Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
A story about a man who becomes a bug.
There you go.
So, symbolism? Probably.
Probably.
I'm going to throw it really hard against the back where it's going to come back to me, and then I'm going to make it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I did exactly what I said.
Exactly what he said. All right. K.I.
What is Knights in Satan's Service? Is
Yes.
what people
Yep.
thought KISS
You bet.
stood
Yeah.
for.
I too have seen Detroit Rock City more than I've seen Godfather.
Once?
No, that was a VHS standby.
Sure.
So. Okay. All right. Oh, okay.
I don't really know what that was. You got to experiment in this life.
You got to.
You got to take chances. Nic Cage taught us that.
Mm-hmm. We'll go from this part. Just try a hook.
Yeah.
God damn it. Oh, no.
I'm going to go from behind the net. Nope.
Not quite.
Nope. Bad try.
I tried it from the other side. I'll try it from this side.
Yeah, he really starts acting crazy. He asks Alva, his assistant, to find a contract in a big file. Admittedly, she does screw up the first time.
Yup. Yeah.
So she deserves to be treated the way she does.
Like horribly. Nic Cage, bad guy, and Peter Lowe, bad guy. We can say.
Yeah, Peter Lowe is a bad man, just like John Cena. Which John Cena has a song called "Bad Man." I'm not
He's a
calling
bad man.
John Cena. With a mic in his hands, he's a bad man. Would have been cool.
Would have been really cool.
But yeah, he starts treating her really poorly. He even is like, the fact that you haven't, he gets a call from the person whose contract he's trying to find, and he's like, I want you to listen to the dancing I have to do because of your fuck up. And he picks up the phone, and the guy at the other end is like, hey, I know it's a big file, long time ago. Don't worry about it.
No rush at all.
Be good.
How you doing, old friend?
And Nic Cage hangs up and he goes, well, as you can tell, I couldn't get a word in edgewise. I couldn't say a single thing. That's how mad he was. So why don't you?
Mad he was. Alva.
What? There's some line that he says. I think it's to the therapist, because he's like, for some reason I got aroused when the bat was in my room, and she was like, what are you talking about? And he says, I was in Mortal Kombat with a fucking bat. Give me a break.
One of the many just so lovely line deliveries in this movie.
Truly. What's your favorite line delivery in the movie?
It's easily the whole recitation of the alphabet.
Yeah.
And then him just saying so definitely that I never misfiled anything, not once.
Yeah. He's, how do you misfile?
It's alphabetical.
You're welcome.
Made it.
Yeah, he gets so mad at someone misfiling. It's alphabetical. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
He's like conducting.
Yeah, he goes so wild and it's perfect.
Yeah.
Again, a lesser actor is going A, B, C, D, E.
Okay.
Again, it's the same thing about taking something that seems simple and making it interesting. A difficult task for an actor. Just a normal ass shot. But yeah, I think that's my favorite line reading too.
It's so good. It's the second best, or it's the number one best alphabet reading. The first is James Earl Jones on Sesame Street, of course.
Oh.
I will say it's so long.
I've not seen that, but I do love the idea of it. I would say the best alphabet reading is also on Sesame Street. And it's the one where I believe it's Kermit and a little girl, and he's like, let's say the alphabet together. And he goes, A, B, C, D, and she goes, Cookie Monster. And he goes, what? What are you talking about? And they keep trying to start it over.
Yeah.
And she keeps saying Cookie Monster and laughing, and he goes, that's it, I'm done. And he walks away, and she goes, I love you. And he turns around, and they give a kiss, and it makes me cry every time.
Well, there you have it.
Bank is open. Okay. Bank is closed.
No,
it's Sunday.
No banks today. Just gonna go for a straight on 3. I don't have many things left in my bag.
I mean,
as we know, I played basketball for so long.
You did. You gave it the old middle school try, as they call it.
The old effort.
Skyhook.
Oh, okay, this game's about to end, huh?
It feels like it is. Anyway, he goes crazy on Alva, starts following her home.
Yes.
Falls her into a bathroom at one point, and there's a meeting with a bunch of like executives, and they're all laughing about it. Yeah, that's from right there.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Howard. That's good.
Ooh, you are a knight in Satan's service. You have all 4, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he assaults Alva. She gets a gun with blanks, so he thinks he's impervious to bullets.
Yes.
And then he walks down the street sort of going crazy.
Yep.
And I guess they shot that with a really wide angle lens, so he was actually like walking down the street saying, I'm a vampire, kill me.
I believe that.
So you can watch real people's reactions to
going
an
with
insane man with blood on him in
going
New York
with
City.
A brand new like accent work in that scene that heretofore unseen in the movie.
Because he's Transylvanian now, I guess.
Yes.
And then Alva's brother, who she got the gun and bullets from, comes in and stabs him with a wooden plank and kills him.
Yep.
And I learned that there's a conspiracy that people think Nic Cage is an actual vampire because of this movie. Because there's a painting of a guy who looks just like him from like the 1700s.
It'd be a bold hand to play.
Yeah, just admitting it right out in the open. He also eats cockroach.
An actual
for
cockroach.
real, and he did 2 takes.
And he
at least
hated it, but he insisted.
See, he kills a lady by biting her throat.
In a nightclub?
Like
a side room of a nightclub where the dinner tables are?
Yes. When he was trying to get to act aroused in the sex scenes, he would pour, you can just still shoot it around.
Yeah.
He asked them to pour hot yogurt on his toes.
Hot yogurt?
Okay. I don't know. They don't know what it was for. He never really explained it.
Sounds like a man that had a very drooly bulldog in his bedroom at one point in time.
Very possible. And he got paid $40,000 for this movie, which is so little. He bought a sports car with it. He has a fake meeting with his therapist. He's like, my next patient is perfect for you.
Yep.
And they have like a love.
Oh yeah, and he just like admits to all this horrid stuff, just like so cavalierly.
People get murdered in New York every day.
Yeah, go have fun, you kids.
It's like that Simpsons joke. New York City, huh? I heard there was a murder in New York City that never got solved. There are thousands of murders in New York City. You just don't know when to shut up, do you, Sosha? But it's very reminiscent of that one scene in Superbad where he asked the old lady to buy alcohol for Jonah Hill. Is like,
gosh, it's been years since I've seen that.
Superbad's good. He's just like, he like walks up to an old lady. He's like, "Can I help you with your bags?" And she's like, "Yes."
Oh yeah.
"Can I help buy you alcohol?"
Yes, that's right.
He's like, well, that would be lovely.
Lovely.
And then they check out, and he goes, "Have fun tonight." And she says, "Good luck, fucking Jules." And he goes, "Thanks." It's very much that scene, but played without revelation that
Correct.
It's not really happening until he's talking alone to himself, and immediately gets into a fight with his imaginary girlfriend.
Yes.
And then he gets murdered.
And then he gets murdered.
And
then credits roll.
Anything else? There's the multiple scenes with Rachel when they're having sex. You can see boob tape.
Oh yeah.
On her to
a lot of boob tape
save
there.
her nipples from being shown.
Mm-hmm.
God forbid.
She's a modest lady.
And
Jennifer Beal, star of Flashdance.
There's a scene where he walks by a mirror and you can see one of the crew members in it. Yeah, a lot of stuff that technically makes this movie not great, but I think the cage of it all makes it worthwhile.
Yes.
And now it's time.
Last night was the first time I really came to terms like, oh, this is a bad movie. That's a shame. That's a shame. It had been a couple years since I'd seen it last. So.
I mean, I'm glad you picked it. I'm glad someone did.
It was either going to be this or Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans, because I bought that on Blu-ray from the Dollar Tree and have never watched it.
I would love to watch that movie at some point.
I have it as a Blu-ray if you need to borrow it.
Thank you. But now it's time for the last part of the show.
Yes.
We're going to give our succinct review and try to slam dunk the ball, and I'll go first. And we're going to rate it out of 5 vampire bats.
Okay.
And I like this movie more in my second viewing than I did on my first. Now, like really intently watching Cage's performance, especially being trying to be more in tune with what actors are doing on stage and screen. There's a part where he destroys everything in his bedroom and then turns over his couch to make a makeshift coffin. That's
yes,
really funny.
Yes.
He starts wearing sunglasses and smoking inside, and everyone's like, he's weird.
He's eccentric. He's so eccentric.
It chastises casual misogyny of the 1980s office life.
It sure
much
does.
like After Hours. I think the movie, I will say it, is good. And I give it 4 vampire bats.
Oh my. This movie's been in my life for a long time now. Longer than my wife, longer than my child.
Yep.
So it's been with me through a lot.
Yep.
It is just such peak unhingedness that everyone needs to see this movie at least once to even try to fathom what the hell Nic Cage is doing.
For sure.
It's so funny. It is a bad movie. But it is a great movie. That's basically what my Letterboxd review is.
Sure.
So, that being said, I go 4 stars.
And you made yours.
Wasn't a dunk, though.
It wasn't a dunk, but it was close.
Yes.
Thanks for doing the show, pal.
Thank you for letting me berate my way into being on the show.
Oh, you didn't have to berate. You drove so far to do this.
Yeah, well, you know, I just lived down there in Orlando, so it was like a quick, about 22-hour.
Yeah, you gotta stop by Disneyland on the way home. Pick yourself up some.
I love
Harry
Disney.
Potter action figures. Is that there or is that Universal?
That is Universal. We're getting ready to go. We're planning a trip. Don't tell Ramona. Ramona, turn off the podcast. I know you're listening. We're about to plan a trip to Disney so we can go to the new Tiana ride.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
I heard they're working on a National Treasure ride, which would be awesome.
Yeah, count me in. I'm all here for that.
Anything you want to promote besides your trip to Disney World?
Well, I like to, you know, my wife Christina, my daughter Ramona, they rule.
Yeah.
But I'm also in a band called Nectar.
Good
You can follow us on Instagram, Nectar_IL. We got some show. When's this coming out?
Not this Thursday, I think, but next Thursday or this Thursday.
Okay, if it's this Thursday, you can catch us at the Pygmalion Music Festival on the 22nd, playing with MS Paint in the mall at Canopy Club.
MS Paint is on a song on the new Spear of the Beehive album.
Well, there we go. And then technically it's an inner Pygmalion show, whatever. That doesn't really matter. And then in October 12th at the Space, we're playing with. What's that?
In Evanston?
Or no, in Champaign. We're playing with Off With Their Heads there.
Cool.
That would be cool.
Great band.
We got a new single out. We got a new single out.
What's it called?
Too Much. Out on Lauren Records. Came out last month.
And yeah, give me the scoop. When does the album come out?
I have no idea. As soon as we write the rest of it and record it.
Yeah.
And then about 8 months to 10 months after that.
Okay, cool. So,
based on projections.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this next Thursday,
if you're
it'll be like 8.5 months after that.
It's like real close.
Cool, yeah, I'm Richie Owens and everything. Patreon.com/movingscreen, $5 a month gets you video of all this. You can see Jake almost get hit by 2 cars.
2 cars.
One going each way.
Mm-hmm. It's almost a Meet Joe Black situation.
Yeah, it is. I have a rock and roll album out on my Bandcamp. Listen to it. And October 18th and 19th at Bricktown, you can see the play I'm directing, The Witches of Eastwick. George Miller movie turned into a staged play by me and my friends, of which I play the Richard Jenkins character, Clyde. I think that's all for me. Till next time, I'll see you on the court. Fuck.